Dear students, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन एकेडमी में स्वागत है. And we are doing the class 10 science from the NCERT book. Chapter 2 in the chemistry section, that is the acid, base and salts. Okay. And we know that this book is mainly followed into the CBSE board. Now other boards have also started following it. So in whatever board this book is being followed, they can benefit from these videos. Okay. And by the way, topics remains the same in most of the things. Okay. So what we are doing, the acid, base and salts. So we have already done indicators, acid base indicators, which one based on the colors, other based on the smell into the first video. I hope you would have seen that video. If you have not still seen, I have given the link into the description. Just go through that video, then it will make you much better understanding for the further videos. Okay. And now in this video, we will do about one question which is based on the acid base indicators, and we will do the different type of acids that we find in the surroundings or in the daily life. Okay, I hope you must be noting the key points. Okay, as I give you the tip in each and every video, take out your notebook and pen. Whenever you are seeing any video of the study related, think it like a live class. As you just note down the points into the live classes, same way you do here also. So this way you will prepare the summary and it will help you to revise it into the exam in a short period of time. And I hope you must be doing that. Okay, if you have any doubt, if you have any query about any topic in this video or other than this related to this chapter, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email, and you can write to me on the comment box. We will be happy to solve your query. Okay, and if you want to get the free notes of each and every chapter, then also you can write to me. We will be happy to provide you. Okay, you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email I have given to the description. And if you want to do the live online classes interactive through Zoom app, then also you can write to me. So definitely we will be happy to share the detail with you. I hope you must be enjoying the videos. Okay, you must be getting the knowledge from the videos. Kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, ask your friend to subscribe. And now in this video, let's start the different type of acids, mineral acids and organic acids. So let's start. So dear students, let's start. See, in the last video we had done about the acid base indicators. Okay, and in this video we will take one question on the acid base indicator, then we will move on to the different kind of acids that we will study. Okay, let's do one question on the acid base indicators. This question is from the NCERT book. Okay, and in this question it is given that you have been provided with the three test tubes. One of them contain distilled water, the other two contain an acidic solution and a basic solution respectively. If you are given only the red litmus paper, how will you identify the contents of the each test tube? Okay, see, these are the three test tubes. This is the one test tube, and this is the second test tube, and this is the third test tube. Okay, all these test tubes contain some liquid which is the transparent. You know, because water is also transparent and distilled water is also transparent, acidic and basic solutions, all these are transparent. But we do not know out of which of this one is acid, which one of this is distilled water, and which one of this is basic. We have to identify that, and we have been given rat litmus paper. So what will we do? We will put rat litmus paper one by one in each of the three test tubes. Okay. So in the test tube in which the rat litmus turned blue will be the base. Okay. That we will separate it out. Clear? Now, how to recognize the other two? Because we had only the one rat litmus paper. See, now in the test tube in which the base was present, it will convert into blue. Okay. Now this blue part will be used to distinguish between these two. So now this blue part we will dip into both the test tubes one by one. So out of these two test tubes, the test tube in which the blue part again becomes a red will be the acid. Okay, and there will be no change either of the red litmus paper or the blue litmus paper in the distilled water, because distilled water is neutral. Okay, it is neither acidic nor basic. So this is how we can identify the three test tubes with water, acid and base only with the one litmus paper. Okay, so let's write it. Put red litmus paper in each test one by one. Okay, number A, the test tube in which it turns blue, okay, is basic solution. Okay, so this one is out. So now we are remaining with the two test tubes. Okay, so now what will we do? Now put this blue part, okay, which has been changed into the first one, into other two tests one by one. Okay, so the test tube in which blue again turns red is the acidic solution. Okay, now so the remaining third is distilled. Okay, clear? That means in distilled water both red and blue have no effect. Reason? Because distilled water is neutral. It is neither acidic nor. Okay, so I hope you would have understood this question. So we have put the one litmus paper one by one in each test tube. Okay, so this is how we can identify these solutions only with the one litmus paper. Okay, so now we will start the acid part. Now let's start the acids. See, as we discussed before also, that acids are sour in taste. So whatever the substance you found sour in your life have the acids. So we can say they are chemical substances which have a sour. Okay, so we can recognize the acid by its taste, although we should not taste acids into the laboratory unless we know what the acid is, because some acids may be too harmful if we just take them inside our body. Okay, so be careful while tasting the acids. But whatever sour things that we have in our life, okay, like mango, orange, anything, they all have the acids. Okay, so now we can categorize the acids into the two categories. One, which are the organic acids, which are found naturally, basically in the plants and animals. Okay, and second, we can divide this into the mineral acids. So they have the two parts, two types. See, one is the organic acid or naturally formed or occurred acid. Second, we have the mineral acids that we made them into the laboratory, or we can say man-made acid. Okay, so now let's first cover the organic acid. See, the organic acids are naturally formed or naturally found into the living organisms. Either they can be the animals or they can be the plants. Okay, So that is why we call them organic acids. We can write that the acids which are present into plant materials and animals are called organic acids. Okay, clear? So they are basically the naturally formed or naturally occurring acids, as we have discussed above. So they are naturally occurring acids. Okay, we can take the different examples for these acids, like this is the acid we can write, and this is the source we can write on the right side or found it. Okay, see, most of us use the vinegar in our home. Okay, most of us use the vinegar in our home, and this vinegar is basically the acetic acid. So acetic acid, and the common name is the acetic acid, and the scientific name is ethanoic acid. Okay, and it is found in the vinegar. Okay, then the second one is the citric acid, and the citric acid is found normally in the all citrus fruits. All citrus fruits like lemon, like orange, and so on. Okay, so whatever is the citrus fruits you find into the market, into the nature, all these fruits, the citric acid is found. Okay, so next is the lactic acid. See, lactic acid we normally found in the sour milk, or we normally found it into the curd. Okay, sour milk means, suppose if we keep the milk outside at the high temperature for a long time, then it may develop some lactic acid into it, because the carbohydrate, means the glucose present in it, converted into the lactic acid by bacteria. Okay, that we have already studied into the life process. Okay, into the respiration we have studied. Okay, so this lactic acid is found in the sour fruits and curd. Okay, now the next is tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is found in the tamarind. Tamarind means imli. Most of us eat the imli. Okay, and they are sour in nature. And in unripe grapes. If we have eaten the unripe grapes, okay, if we have eaten the unripe grapes, then they are sour basically. So in those unripe grapes, the tartaric acid is found. Okay. Now, next is the oxalic acid. Oxalic acid is found in the tomatoes. You just taste the tomatoes, they are sour in nature, they are sour in the taste. Okay, so oxalic acids is found in the tomato. There are some animals also in which we find the acids, like the methanoic acid. Methanoic acid is also known as the formic acid. Okay, formic acid is found into the ant sting. Suppose if some ant sting to you, then it leaves the methanoic acid, and it also found into the nettle leaf sting. Okay, so nettle leaf is the plant and ant is the animal in which it is found. Okay, clear? So all these fruits, whatever we have written above, they are sour because of the presence of acid. All these fruits are sour due to presence of acids into it. Clear? We have just written very few acids. There are many more acids which we can list. Here we have list few of them. Okay, so whatever things you find the sour in the life, they contain the acid into them. Okay, now as I told you, we should not taste any acid without knowing whether it is safe to drink or not. Okay, because some acid may be harmful and some acid may be good for the body. So all these acids that we have listed here, they are weak acids, and we can take them after diluting in the water. Okay, if we take them as it is in the concentrated form, then it may not be good for the body. So we normally take them by diluting them, means by putting them into the water. Okay, so these are weak acid. Weak acids means we will just understand it later when we come to the topic strong and weak acid and base. Okay, but here you can just say weak acid doesn't harm the body. Okay, it is not harmful to drink or eat these naturally occurring acids, or we all of us normally eat them. They are good for the body. Okay, so these were the natural acids, organic acids that we have studied. Okay, now we will study about the mineral acids, or the acids which can be made into the laboratory. But remember, nowadays even these organic acids can also be made into the laboratory by the different processes. Nowadays we have devised the methods for long time back that we can even now made these acids into the laboratory, but since they were first found in the naturally occurring organisms, so that is why we call them organic acids. Clear? Now we will cover the mineral acids. Mineral acids are also called them, or we can see them, man-made acids. Okay? So how are they prepared basically? They are prepared from the minerals which are found in the nature. Okay? Minerals of the earth. Like from chlorine, they are made, like hydrochloric acid is made from the chlorine. Okay, that is why we call them mineral acids. So these acids are prepared from the minerals of earth. Clear? So that is why we call them man-made acids. So the most common example, see, the most commonly we give the example is the hydrochloric acid, HCl acid. This is called the hydrochloric acid. Okay. Second is the sulfuric acid, H2SO4, or we call that sulfuric acid. Okay. And third is the nitric acid, HNO3. We call it nitric acid. There are some acids also like carbonic acid, like phosphoric acid. They are also the mineral acids. Okay, but they are not as hard as these three acids that we have written. Okay. See, these acids are normally formed into the concentrated form, and they are very harmful. Even their dilute solutions are very harmful. Okay, even we cannot take their diluted solutions into the body. They will corrode our body. They will burn our body. Okay, I think most of us have heard about the crimes that are done into the society by throwing the acids on some girls. Okay, that is bad for the society. Okay, so we should be careful of these acids. We should handle with the care these acids. Okay, the concentrated mineral acids are very dangerous. Okay, they can burn the skin and clot. So we should handle them with proper care. See, whenever you are going to the science laboratory in the school, do not unnecessarily touch the acid or any kind of chemical present into the laboratory unless it is required, and that too under the supervision or by asking to the lab assistant which is present into the laboratory, or by that or from the teacher. Okay, otherwise it can harm you. Okay, because they are very strong acids. Okay, so now, so in this video what we have studied about the different types of acids we have studied. Okay, and these are the mineral acids and organic acid. Different type of organic acids we have studied and different type of mineral acids we have studied. I hope you have understood these acids, these type of acids. If you have any doubt, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So dear students, in the next video we will do about the different properties of acids we will cover, and we will cover some activities also into these properties. Okay, so thank you so much for your watching. Write your comments about the video, any query, any doubt about the topic into the comment box. or you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. I hope you must be enjoying the videos. You must be getting knowledge from the videos. And if you want to get the free notes of each and every chapter, then write to me on the WhatsApp or email. Definitely we will be happy to provide you. And if you want to do the live online classes on the Zoom interactive online classes, then also you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. We will be happy to share the details with you. And kindly share it with your friends. Subscribe to it. Ask your friends to subscribe. Thank you so much.